Been hearing a lot over the last few days from the Kerala film industry, particularly since the Hema committee report on sexual abuse and unsafe workspaces within the film industry in Kerala was tabled last week. Since then, there have been a series of allegations that have emerged. Several actors, artists have come forward, even raised allegations of sexual abuse, harassment against office bearers, including office bearers of key cinema associations. There's a huge fallout since the Hema committee report. Many have called this the MeToo movement of Kerala cinema. I'm being joined right now by Revathi, actor and director. You need no introduction to her. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us and taking the time out. How do you look at what's unfolding in Kerala cinema? Kerala's MeToo movement is what many are calling this. How do you see this?
I don't like to put such names to it, but I would say this is, I think, a movement which is very important, first of its kind, and it could be the foundation on which a lot of other issues might come up and get solved. So, in what has happened in Calcutta, which was heinous, Hema committee also came out. The committee report also came out. So these are all part of things that need to be done to make our society safer for everybody to work.
Ma'am, from Women in Cinema Collective to the Hema committee report to now, women are still speaking out. What does this mean for the industry, for you, for your women colleagues?
It's been very emotional. We have had, even while reading the report, it has been extremely difficult because all of us at W an official report on the things that were happening, because otherwise it was just termed as gossip. But it was not gossip for us. It was heinous crimes which were committed in our workspace, and we wanted it to be officially recorded, and that's what has happened. So all of us have been holding hands and giving each other strength. So that's all we can do, because women have to stick with each other, and if some men want to hold our hands, we welcome them. There is a space in every industry where certain issues happen, and we need to cleanse that. It doesn't mean everybody is part of it. There has been, because of the report coming out, even in the public eye and otherwise, there is a kind of shaming that is happening, because some of them have worked extremely hard, stood by the strength of their own what they feel is right within them, and they have come up to whichever status they've come up because of their talent. So there are people like that.
You've been part of this industry for such a long time. You've loved the movies that you've done, and not just you, what Kerala industry as a whole has really turned out, the Kerala film industry. How have your colleagues witnessed this, the developments of the last few weeks? Do you see this as a watershed moment? We do.
I think it's a very, very important movement that has started. There are certain issues that most of us kind of put it under the carpet or said, let it go, we need to move ahead. And, a few of us did not have the time to get into it, get into the depths of it. But now is the time that something amazing has started. And it's perfectly right. And we will slowly realize that this could be the foundation of several other issues that might come up in other industries, not necessarily film industry, but I hope we can kind of change for the better, for our children and the next generations.
To what even the Hema committee report states, an male power mafia and a ban against those speaking against them. How does this really play out? To the naysayers who say, why not say a no? How does this really play out?
Yes, women have to learn to say no. The issue is that sometimes your livelihood is dependent on a specific work, and so you take time to say no, and by the time something untoward could happen, and you are far into it for you to escape. So we need to strengthen women, all our girls, to be able to say no at the right moment. See, it's a very natural thing for a man and a woman to be attracted. There is no harm in that. But then there is a the important line is consent. You need to understand what is consent. The girl normally does, but the man does not understand. So that has to be made very, very clear.
Uh, Absolutely true. In fact, it's taken a long time for the report to really come out, to be brought out and open in whatever form as well.
Yeah, the report was ready in December 2019. It's taken far too long. I mean, we had approached the government immediately, and it would have been good if the government had constituted, a few people, maybe even some of the survivors who spoke, some of the women and men who spoke to the committee, along with a few organizations, read the entire report, understand it. It should have taken them only 6 to 10 months to understand, redact the things that they felt that it should not be made public, and then put it out. The delay has been, did justice, and that is what seems to be happening. But I wish now on to making certain decisions, there will not be any justice. After this, I would like to just add one point to this. This government, I don't think any other government has done this before. So this is a report, first of its kind in our country, and the Malayalam film industry shown the way. So I think in that way, I'm extremely thankful to all the organizations, the government, and everybody who has put this whole thing together and got it out now.
Thank you so much, Ms. Revathi. Thank you very much for joining us, for taking your time out. And yes, we do believe, along with you, this is quite a watershed moment, and a lot that's gone into play to ensure safe spaces for women, including in the cinema arena. Thank you very much for joining us.